everyone. So awesome to be here, and I have a confession to make. I'm definitely part of the crew that doesn't know a lot about machine learning. But despite that, I am here on stage today to talk to you about how Siemens has solved some of our pretty big recruiting challenges with Google and also with Jibe, our candidate experience partner. So, what's Siemens? I'm sure you've probably heard of us, but we're basically focused on helping to solve some of the world's biggest challenges, whether it's how you power your home, how you receive healthcare, or how you get to work. We're creating the solutions that transform cities and countries and regions around the world. And my job, together with a fantastic team of people all around the world, is in recruiting those future makers. And if there's one thing that I've found common to everybody that I've talked to today, it's that recruiting is one of their biggest challenges. Finding those fantastic people who are going to make a difference in your organization is one of the most difficult things that we encounter as an organization. We have a lot of recruiting at Siemens as well. So we're in more than 120 countries. We recruit in over 24 different languages, and we have over 2 million applicants a year to fill about 35,000 positions. So we're talking about recruiting at scale. And if you were a candidate and you thought maybe Siemens could be a great fit for me and you embarked upon a job search about a year ago, this is what you would have seen on the right-hand side of the screen. Very, very basic elastic search. Basic keyword matches to whatever you type in the search bar, to whatever you then see match to the job title or the job description. Pretty much how almost every job search works at the moment. But that doesn't always help. The reason for that is that I'm sure it's the same for you at your organization, but the language that we speak at Siemens is not always the same as the language that candidates in the real world outside might use. To give you an example of that, we have an Internet of Things platform called MindSphere, and we advertise for MindSphere engineers. But I'm pretty sure that there's very few candidates who are out there typing MindSphere engineer into our query terms. It's exactly the same for other positions. What if you're on your phone and you misspell a word? What if you're searching for software development roles and you actually get trashed with loads and loads of business development jobs, which are definitely not relevant to you, but just happen to have a similar type of keyword? It's frustrating. We've all experienced it as candidates ourselves, and it's not the kind of candidate experience that we want to deliver at Siemens. So what have we done? Well, like I said, I'm not an expert in AI or machine learning, but I'm good at finding partners who do know what they're doing. So that's why we work with Jibe, which is our candidate experience platform and basically our implementation partner, and Google, powering our cloud talent solution to change the way that candidates search for jobs. Let's take a look at an example. Before, if you were looking at a data science job, you see results like staff scientist or PET scientist. These are actual scientist jobs that people are, we're advertising for in our research and development department, but completely unrelated to data science. On the right-hand side, you see what the results are once we've implemented cloud job discovery. You see very relevant results that make sense to that candidate. Let's take another one. This is my personal favorite because I work in HR. It's recruiter. So we had this problem that in a lot of our job descriptions, we have at the bottom of our job description the word recruiter. It says, this is the recruiter if you want to contact them for the position, and it'll say somebody's name. But that used to create really, really skewed job search results when someone was searching for a recruiter. You can see here we have commodity engineer. Definitely not a recruiting role. But what you have now, with using Jibe and Google Cloud Talent Solution, you see the way that these neural processes are working is it's recognizing that you might be interested in a HR job, a talent acquisition job, or of course a recruiter job, and it's returning much more relevant search results. So this is having a massive, massive impact for us in terms of the candidate experience, but also in terms of our ability to find more relevant contacts. There's a few things that I want to talk about when it comes to the results, though, because you've seen that example, and it's pretty straightforward, right? It's similar to the purple purse analogy that Mike talked about when he was talking about Disney. It's the same thing, just instead of searching for a purse, we're talking about searching for a job. But what do I love about this technology? Well, the first thing that I love is the ease of implementation. I can say, hand on heart, this is the first technology solution that we've implemented that has, basically been completely seamless from start to finish. It really is like flicking a light switch. I see so many vendors all the time. It's my job to go out there and talk to vendors. And everyone positions themselves as a cloud vendor. Everyone talks about how easy it is to implement. But the combination of Jibe, who understand kind of our applicant tracking system and how that works in the background, and Google Talent Solution has made this a completely stress-free implementation on my side. It's one of those things where it's kind of like this invisible layer of technology working in the background. No one knows it's there. One of my biggest challenges, actually, internally, is trying to tell people about it, because they're like, well, where's the Google? Where's the Google in this? I don't see it anyway. And I'm like, try the search. See how different it is. So it's one of those topics that it's so easy to implement. It's made an immediate impact in our organization. You see, we've had a 30% global increase in our conversion from search to apply. That means two things. It means our candidates are having a better experience. They're getting relevant results. But it also means our recruiters are getting more relevant candidates directed to them. One thing that's also interesting about the Siemens implementation of Cloud Talent Solution is that we were the first customer to implement this in over 24 different languages, because we're truly a global organization. And we've experienced some really interesting elements when it comes to how this has actually worked on a global basis. Let's take Germany, for example. In Germany, we hire over 2,000 interns a year. So we have loads and loads of these work student positions that we advertise. And what we used to find was that candidates, professional candidates, would get frustrated because they're searching for professional level roles, and what they're actually getting is a bunch of intern positions that are not relevant. Cloud Talent Solution has seniority alignment. So what it means is that when I search for a manager role, I get manager level positions back. Again, it sounds really straightforward, but with normal Elasticsearch, that wasn't happening. Equally, in the US, Cloud Talent Solution also enables us to help with our strategic hiring of veterans. So what we're doing in the US is we have a mapping of military job codes, so that if an ex-military veteran types in their skill code from the Air Force or wherever it may be, it will map the available positions in Siemens that we may have available for them. So it's helping us to strategically hire more veterans and in more places than ever before. Those are just two examples. I have examples from China. I have examples from the Middle East, so many. But it's been fantastic to be with you today, and thank you so much.